One Sack Life. Beat depression. It's day 761, and we're here with Mike the Executioner out in Kearney, New Jersey, about to get in another round of somatic healing with martial arts for mental health lessons to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Anyone who's tuning in now, anyone who's tuning in later. And as you guys know, we start every show with powerful mental health tools, that first and foremost one being gratitude. And today, I think it's pretty obvious, gratitude's going out to Mike for being here, for supporting the cause. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you know what? My gratitude goes out to everyone who's watching, because that's awesome.
Dope. Dope. Thank you for being here and helping us out with that. So that's my piece of gratitude today, is going out to Mike. Also want to shout out gratitude to Ranit for the Colorize performance, which is coming up tomorrow. So if you guys are tuning in for this show tomorrow, it's going to be happening at 7 p.m., not 6 p.m. And we're going to be broadcasting live from New York City in Brooklyn at the Grace Exhibition Space. So I want to shout out gratitude, Grace Exhibition Space, to Ranit for inviting us to this performance. And it's going to be a wild time. If you're in the New York area, come out. It's a free performance at the Grace Exhibition Space. Show up. We're going to be sharing all kinds of mental health tools. It'll be like a tour de force of all the different Sack Life tools we got out here. And then it'll go into a beautiful performance that's going to be based around grief and healing from grief and loss, put on by Ranit herself. So tons of gratitude going out there today. Also, shout out to Brett, aka Soul, and Lisa the Luminary. So we talked about gratitude. Let's also talk about the second powerful mental health tool, keeping track of your daily progress and success. It's been 761 days of consecutive training for me, consecutive progress and success. Let me know how many days it's been for you. The more you keep track of that number, the more powerful it can become in your life, leading to more self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-validation, which not even depression can take away from us. So, also, shout out to Serpent's Tail. Thank you for being here. We covered the gratitude tool. We covered the list tracking tool. Now let's talk about the lesson. Today, we're going to be working with fundamentals. You'll see us with our gloves on so we can take that intensity level up a little bit. Remember, it's always about challenging you to your level. You want to make this routine your own and give yourself that challenge every day. There's no way to grow in the comfort zone, so we got to step out of that zone and make it a little bit of a challenge for ourselves. We don't want to push too hard. We want to avoid those signs of overreaching like nauseousness and lightheadedness, but we do want to make sure that we're giving ourselves a challenge that we can accomplish every single day. And if you've been keeping track of those days, please do share them. Brett, thank you for sharing. 82 days of progress. Good stuff, brother.
Damn.
Congratulations, Brett. Thank you for your consistency and for sharing that progress to help inspire others. Appreciate you. So, let's get back on track with today's lesson. As always, we visualize an opponent, and we want to place our strikes accurately on that opponent, on that visualized target. We visualize that target and assign it the name of the thing we want to work on as well. So if you're dealing with depression, assign it the name Depression Dummy and knock those lies right out of its face. Because as a matter of fact, when you show up every day and fight for you, you are, as a matter of fact, overcoming the debilitating effects of depression. So you're knocking those lies out. Let's consciously acknowledge it so that we can reinforce that subconscious truth that we are stronger than depression. So, for the lesson, we're going to be working with fundamentals. We want to keep our guard high. We're working from Muay Thai stance. If you're not familiar with it, stance guide's available on sacklife.com. on the main Martial Arts for Mental Health page. We're going to keep that guard high by the brow line and shift our weight from the front foot to the back foot in that nice balanced stance. We're going to be tossing the jab, the cross, and the jab. That's it. Jabs, crosses, and jabs. But we're going to work with level changes today. So we're going to be tossing one to the head, sinking down, planting a cross on the body, rising back up, hitting them in the head with the final jab. And we'll be mixing up different variations of that in 3 rounds. 3 minutes each, 1 minute breaks to catch your breath and drink some water. Shout out to Jay. Thanks for tuning in, brother. It's the homeboy. Homeboy Jay out here, representing in Jersey. All right, so we would normally have the fighting spirit of the 80s to go with, but the boombox died, and we got kicked out of the Gun Lovo, so a whole bunch of stuff.
Sweet sound of birds.
We got loud birds in the background, and you'll be able to listen to us breathing and punching. So it'll be a different mood, but we should still be able to get through this thing and make some progress for one another. So, when you guys are ready you ready, Mike?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this thing. We're going to pop into stance. I'm going to put my gloves on, make it an extra challenge. Remember, breathe in the nose and out the mouth with those punches. Here we go. Pop into your Muay Thai stance. Visualize your opponent And we're going to start by stepping in and twisting through for a jab. Guard up nice high, step in and twist through for that jab. Toss the jab and rotate back. Remember, return to a square stance after each combo or punch. Step in and rotate back. Step in, rotate back. Exhale on that jab. Place that fist where you would place it in real life on that visualized target. Turn and extend. Boom, just jabs for now. Step in and rotate back, and back, and back, and back. We're gonna add in the cross in 3, 2, 1. Jab, cross, right into it. 1, 2, right to the head. Keep that chin tucked and drive those punches straight down that center line. 1, 2, 1, 2. Turning that glove over. We wanna land on those large 2 knuckles and make contact with that visualized target. 1, 2. Keep it going. 1, 2. Remember, small step in for the 1, rotate on the ball of the back foot for the 2, and then return to stance. Remember to exhale through those strikes and bring that guard high back by the brow line. And you can also practice defense here. You can visualize that opponent tossing that jab and cross back, and you can cover up for it. So on the jab, you want to slip in, covering up to one side. On the cross, cover up on the opposite side. Make sure you try and put yourself on the outside of their punches so you can come back with a counter. You want to toss some towards me and I'll cover up?
Sure.
So toss the jab. Boom, there's the jab. Toss the cross. Bang, there's the cross, jab. Boom, cross, boom, jab, boom, cross, boom. Now your turn, cover up. I'm going to toss the jab. You want to slip to the outside. Jab, cross. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Yeah, rolling the shoulders, turning the feet just like you do for the strikes. Boom. And now I'll cover it. Go ahead. Jab, bang, cross, boom, jab, boom, cross, boom, jab, boom, cross, boom. All right, let me lose the glasses. Yeah. Lose the glasses.
I was like, oh, I'm
damaged. Guard high, let's go. Jab, cross. Go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, keep it going with the 1, 2, 1, 2, keep it covering up, 1, 2. And when you twist in to slip those punches, back to shadow boxing. Visualize that target. You can alternate 1, 2, and then cover up, 1, 2, cover up. And when you slip off that line and you're covering up, don't block your vision. There's a fine line. We don't want to turn all the way out to where we're blinding ourselves. You want to keep that line of sight still open so you can cover up and deflect that blow. Nice work on the first round.
That was already the first round?
That was the first round.
Damn, this stamina is getting crazy.
We got 2 more to go, and we're going to keep making progress out here. Remember, you can adjust your difficulty with or without a partner. You can do this without gloves for lower intensity. You can do it at a slower pace, a faster pace. And if you have someone to give you feedback, yeah, you can use weights like the egg weights or small dumbbells. And if you have someone to practice with, you can get even better somatic release because you'll have that impact and that person to build with. We can all support each other's growth. We got 27 seconds. Make sure you're doing all right, checking in on yourselves. Shout out to Luca, to Chaz, to Ken, to This Kid Is Lucky, and to everybody else who's tuned in right now and who's tuning in later. Appreciate you guys. We got 12 seconds. I think Mike went to get some water. We're gonna start our second round with Adam, and we'll work in as he gets here, as he gets back. And we're gonna talk about level changes for this round. So we're still tossing just the jab and the cross, and we can practice defense in there as well, if that'll give you guys a challenge. Glad your buddy's there today. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate that, man. And shout out to Lance and the Trance as well. So we're back in for the second round. Visualize that opponent, square up, guard high. And we're gonna step in for the jab and cross, and now we're gonna start to vary it up. So we wanna go high and then go low. So that's our plan here. We're gonna step in for the jab high to the head, and then we're gonna sink low for the body shot, right down that center line. Back to stance, squaring up. You can jump in whenever you're ready. Step in for the jab to the head, and then sink on the knees and send that cross forwards. We wanna keep that guard high on the opposite hand at all times. Step for the jab, sink for the cross, back to stance. Step for the jab, sink for the cross, back to stance. Jab, cross, back to stance. Jab, cross, back to stance. Remember, keep it tight. Always return back to your squared stance with your hips and shoulders facing that opponent. Guard nice and high, chin tucked. Step in. 1, 2. Now we're gonna vary it up. We're gonna go high with the jab, sink, and then go low with the jab. So we're just gonna rewind a little bit, step in, make contact with the 1, rewind and sink, bang, contact with the jab again to center mass. High, low jabs here. You ready, Mike?
Yep.
All right, let's get it. 1, 2, back to stance. 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 Remember to twist through the hips and the shoulders
Yeah, I'm kind of
as you sink in. Yeah, keep the knees bent so that the ball of the foot is where you can rotate. Small step in for the jab. Boom. Put that weight on the ball of the foot. Raise the heel a little bit. Just the heel. Torso nice and straight.
Heel?
Yeah, don't lean into it, just twist through it. Right, so step and twist. Step and twist in.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, don't lean in.
So
Step and twist. Yeah, twist. Now sink. Just sink from there. And then toss again. Boom, to the body.
It feels awkward.
1 step in. It'll become more natural the more we practice. Practice makes perfect.
All right.
So step in and twist. Boom. Now sink as you bring this back and reload them. Boom. Remember to turn back though. So
let me see how you
step in and twist, and then we twist back and then twist again.
Okay, so.
All rotation on that front foot. Bang, bang, bang.
I see what
Back
you're
to
doing.
stance.
Okay.
Bang, bang, bang.
From here.
Yeah. Step in for the jab. Now rotate that foot as you bring the fist back. Sink on the knee and rotate. Bang. Again.
Oh,
Yeah.
that felt more. Yeah.
Bang, bang.
That felt really good actually.
Yeah, rotate, rotate. Bang. Let's go high and low. Keep it going at your pace out there. Remember, we're not here to compete with each other. We're here to compete with ourselves. So keep that rhythm going, keep that flow going, keep giving yourself that challenge. That is the end of round 2. We're gonna catch our breath, drink some water, check in on you, make sure you're not seeing any of those signs of overreaching, lightheadedness, dizziness, nauseousness. All those things mean you need to dial that intensity back. If you're doing all right, we got 43 seconds. Catch your breath, drink some water, and we're gonna hit this last session. And we'll be using the jab and the cross again. We'll still be level changing, but we're gonna put everything together in kind of a random pattern. Keep things flowing, keep it a challenge. How you feeling, Mike? Feeling all right?
I'm all right.
Yeah? You wanna lower the intensity?
No, actually, I need to.
You wanna crank
I
it
need
up?
to get back because all I've been doing is working, and
Yeah.
let me tell you, people, having money is great, but worry about yourself first because it's not worth it at the end of the day. It really isn't. Like, your mental health is always more important.
Mental health has to come first. Otherwise, nothing else really matters, right?
100%. Like,
Yeah.
Like, how could you even enjoy the stuff you have
Yeah.
if you're not happy?
If you're not good up here, then the rest is not gonna make a difference. All right, glove up. Let's get back into position.
I'm gonna be a little bit back here so I can
Yeah, so you got room?
more space. Yeah.
So we're gonna start with just the jab and cross again. Keeping it nice and tight. Remember to stay with those hips and shoulders squared in your neutral stance with that target. Step in for the 1, twisting through the shoulders, rotate for the 2, and then sink back to your balanced stance. Get that flow going, find that rhythm. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. Bring those elbows into the center line and really twist through the hips and shoulders when you toss those punches. That way they can go straight down that center line right into the target's head. Boom, boom. If we don't twist in the shoulders, then you'll see the elbows gotta flare in order to get that punch down that line. So you wanna make sure you exaggerate that shoulder movement. Really rotate those shoulders, and that way you can send that fist, boom, right down the center line, and keep those elbows in close for defense. Bang, bang, bang. You can visualize yourself in a tunnel or a narrow hallway where there's no room to extend the arm, extend the elbow. So you have to turn, whoosh, to keep that elbow in. Bang, 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 bang. And keep those punches firing. Back to stance, and with the 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep that guard high. 1, 2. Chin tuck. 1, 2. 1, 2. Guard up by the brow line. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we're gonna level change. Step for the 1, sink for the 2. Back to stance. Step for the 1, sink for the 2. Back to stance. 1, sink, and drive that 2. Whoosh. Whoosh. Boom, there you go. Step for the 1, sink for the 2. Yeah, 1, 2. 1, 2. Boom. 1, 2. Keep it going. 1, 2. And back. Now we're going to add in a third shot. We're going to rise back up for the final jab and return to stance. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's 2 is a sinking cross. Bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. And back. Remember, step in for the 1, twist on the ball, the rear foot for the 2, twist on the ball, the front foot for that final 1, and back to stance. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it moving. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it going. Twist those fists over, landing on those large 2 knuckles. That's the end of round 3. Nice work, bro.
Ugh.
Give me some glove.
God, I'm so uncomfortable.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all about challenging you to grow, and that way you can grow through what you go through. The world is going to hit you with challenges every single day, so it's our job to prepare ourselves and train to meet those challenges and overcome them. Woo. Remember, whether you did 1 minute today or all 9 minutes of exercise, every single minute, every single second counts. Every single moment is a step forward from where you were before. And over time, with consistency and dedication, those steps will add up. If you think about it as the world is a stressful environment that's constantly breaking us down and it's on fire, it's burning, that 1 step could be the 1 step you take out the door to get yourself to safety. And the further you get yourself away from that destructive, toxic environment, the more we focus on self-care and take care of ourselves, the better we will be, the better headspace we'll be in, the more happy, the more enjoyable life will become, and that will let us be better to those around us as well. So whether you're doing it for you or others, make sure you put yourself on an equal level, right? Don't put others ahead, don't put others behind, just put yourself on an equal level and care at least as much about you as you do about the others that you love. Get that self-care. And Ken says, nice work, guys. Appreciate that, Ken. And
Ken, my man.
Brett says, glad your buddy's here. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yo, we got to meet up with Ken one day.
Yeah.
Train with him.
Yeah, we're all down. We're going to be doing free public training. We'll figure out a new spot since we got kicked out of the Oval, but we're going to make it happen. So stay tuned. And if anyone's in the New York area tomorrow, remember, Grace Exhibition Space at 7 p.m. Bring your mask and vaccine cards. It's New York. It's a mandatory thing. Everybody's got to have those cards. But come on out, have a good time. And if you're catching this live show, remember it's starting at 7 o'clock, not 6 o'clock.
7
Until
p.m.
next time. Lucas said come to Canada. I will, buddy. One day.
My dad is from
going-
Canada. We'll meet you there one day.
There you go. More contacts popping up every day. Until next time, catch you guys same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life.
Sack life!
Sack life! Sweet.